13. The Adventures of Gulliver. Gulliver worked as a surgeon on ships. As such, he made several voyages. In May 1699, he sailed on the ship the Antelope. On the return journey, in November, a violent storm sank his ship and Gulliver swam to save his life. Late in the evening, he found himself marooned on a strange land. It was daylight when he awoke, and he found that his arms, feet and hair were held down to the ground with strings. In a little time, he felt something alive moving on his foot. Then it came over his body and up to his face. He saw a man which was not half a foot high. By his dress he seemed to be a soldier. Then there came 40 more. Gulliver gave a great cry, and they all ran back in great fear. After pulling very hard, Gulliver got one arm up from the ground. At the same time he heard a noise and felt a pricking in his hand like that of 1,000 needles. He found that they were shooting arrows at him. Gulliver put his hand over his face. Soon a platform was raised. An important-looking man gave a long speech. From his gesture, Gulliver guessed that he was trying to tell him that they would not harm him, and Gulliver replied with same gesture, and also told that he was hungry. At once 100 men climbed up onto his body and marched up to his mouth carrying food. The bread was as small as bullets, and Gulliver ate 2 or 3 loaves at a time. The little people, known as Lilliputians, danced upon his body and ran to and fro. Then he was taken to the city where the king lived. A great cart was made by joining many carts. At the place where the cart stopped was an old church which was in unused condition for many years. The great door on the north was 4 feet high and 2 feet wide, so Gulliver could go into it by going down on his hand. After some days, Gulliver was allowed to move around and to see the city. He then stepped over the wall and went very carefully along the 2 largest streets. All the windows were full of faces looking out at him, and many people were standing on the tops of the houses. The rooms inside the king's house were very beautiful, and in one room, Gulliver saw the queen and some of the young princes. They were greatly pleased by his visit.